Hello students, in this video we will see how to do a proper line flow for the face model for animation purpose. Okay, this is the practice session assignment. So practice this, then later on you can do with your own character model. So I'm going to change it to X-ray mode. Just start tracing this one character. So I'll just scale this. I already set up all the images. If you want to know how to set up the images, you can watch the other video which I already created. Okay, so I'll switch even this to X-ray mode. Always start with the very low poly model. Okay, so and then trace the corner and add in between. That is the thing you want to follow. So I'll go for tab control R. So I'm going to add one in between. As and when you add one in between, trace it on the same time. So now we know we need to add one more in between, control R. So I'm going to add it for the eye. Like this. So let's see how it looks in the front view. So here we don't have any in between. So first let's add one in between exactly in the center. And why we need to do always, both the side model, we can switch on the symmetry. So what I will do, I'll just go to the face mode. I'll delete half of the side, delete it. Okay, and add a mirror modifier for a symmetry model. So now what will happen if I edit any one side? Okay, it will reflect the other side also. Okay, so in this again we need to add one in between, here. So let's add one in between, control R, one in between. Again keep it in the eye center. No need to pakka exactly match the images. This is only for a practice purpose. We are doing this model to get to understand the line flow for the animation purpose, right? So check, so you'll get confused when you see only the one view. So check all the views and trace it accordingly. So like this, just bring everything closer. And also I don't have any top view images. Check with the reference and think how it looks from the top view. And one more very important, switch on the X-ray mode so that we can even edit the back side of the vertex. So this will go more back, right, according to the top view of the facial anatomy. So let's adjust from here. I'm making it around like this. Something like this. Okay, so now we have we got a basic shape of the face now. So what we did, we just added a in between. That's it. You can see here we just added a in between and we have just traced our model. Now let's add some more in betweens and continue the model. So one more in between I will add here somewhere, like for the nose. and one more in between for the for it. Let's see how it looks in the front. So no problem in the front. Switch on X-ray and just trace it like this. So let's see how it looks now. This is what we have got, the face. Always trace in all the viewports. You can see here it is how much it is very sharp. So let's make it little more radius here. Like this for now. So we have added all necessary in betweens. So let's see in the front. Okay, that is also fine. Now we need to start adding the loops. Okay, the next important thing in the character line flow is adding the loops. So we'll add the loops from here. You can see here we want on loop here. In the chin region. So let's add a loop using knife tool and make one round. Press enter. You can go to this edge mode and delete dissolve face, because I want to not dissolve face, dissolve edges, because I want to retain the face, right? So now you can see here it is all four side. So as and when you add any vertex, edit anything, trace it. Okay, let's see how it looks here. Okay, let's keep it simple for now. Now next thing is, let's add a mouth round. So let's go here and let's start cutting from here like this. Go take a turn and go up to this, press enter. So these are all line flow why you are creating, because to animate. So when you are animating, we should have a neat loop line flow, so that when we have this line flow, then the lower jaw can be animated easily. So let's add a line flow, clear this one. So now everything is perfect. Now you can see we got a neat loop line flow. And according to the anatomy and according to the animation requirement. Okay, so let's see here how it looks. Okay, now we need to we have added all important things from the side view. You can even delete this now or later on also. So I'm going to just delete this area, just delete faces. So it should look like something like this. Okay, so this is how it is looking now. From the front side we'll add one loop for the nose. So we'll go for Control R. We'll add on loop cut. This is for the nose thickness, and here we'll widen this area. So I'll select like this G. So let's give some more spacing in this region. Even same way here also. No matter whichever face you create, alien, animal, any kind of fantasy, you need to try to achieve this kind of line flow. That's why I'm telling this is a practice assignment. Practice this model first, then later on you can create the face model which you are trying for your class syllabus submission. Okay, so this segment we created for mainly for the thickness of the nose. So I'm just keeping it closer because that is the purpose of the segment which we have created. So now we need to introduce one more. Before that, let's make some room for it. So this is the eye center line, so but it is very different, so let's move it back. And this is not at all a mouth line, this is the eye center line which is going down, so this also we need to move it very back. Should be something like this. Okay, like this. Now let's add one more line. Even you can start an entire loop for this line, or if you don't think like that loop is not necessary, it creates just very high poly, then you can also take the knife tool and add. So this time I'll just take the knife tool so that you will get an idea like how to create. So this line I'm going to start from the mouth because I don't want the entire loop now. I don't want it to start and end from the corner to corner. So I can start it from somewhere here and go like this. And if you require this line flow continuously to connect for your body model, then go continuously. Otherwise you can just go here and make one round, and if the body doesn't have so much of poly can't connect, then this is the method you can use to end the flow. So now we have end the flow. If there is more segment to connect for the body from head to body, then continue this segment and connect it. So anytime you can go back and change that one. And even in this area also, if you want, continue, otherwise you can keep it as it is. So why this segment? This segment is for the depth of the nose, so just to keep this here so that it will form a depth of the nose, and this one let it be in front. So let's see how it looks now. On top you can see there are very closer segment and it will form a very tight radius. It will not give good shape, so balance the spacing and make it neat. So make it neat, neat flow, then only the model shape will look good. If it is not having the neat flow, then the shape will be totally different. So you want to check in all the viewports and try to bring that neat line flow. Okay, check in all the view angles and see anatomically is that looking perfect or not. Yes, now let's go and add the other line flows. Okay, so now we have added the nose line flow, nose depth line flow. Now let's start adding the loops for eye. I'll go to the knife tool. I'll add a loop cut from here. So why this loop cut? This is for eyebrow animation. Enter. Okay, and you can solve like this. And here also you can solve like this. Enter. So this position is for eyebrow. So in between this poly, we are going to paint the eyebrow. So let's switch on this. Oh, it is very dark, right? So let's bring it down. So now I got an idea like where I want to position this. So somewhere here. So here I am going to add the eyebrow later on. Means you can add the eyebrow later on in this area. Okay, like this. So let's see how it looks here. This should be front, otherwise it will create a very tight radius. So now we got a neat line flow for the eyebrow purpose. So we have introduced one round. I am creating a very low poly model so that you can understand the line flow which you want to get in the face model, as well as the same line flow while you are doing the retopology model for your sculpting also. You need to try to achieve this kind of line flow finally. Okay, so finally you need to try to bring this kind of line flow in your model. This is what you want to try. As I told, any character you want to follow the same line flow. Okay, so let's see how it looks in 3D view. Now let's add one more loop. This loop is for eyebrow animation, and we also require some depth inside, right? So we'll go for knife tool. We'll add one more loop. We'll solve here. Like this. Okay, so what is this purpose? As I told, this is for just to creating a depth, okay, under the eyebrow. So let's take this as a depth. Okay, this will be somewhere here. This one I'll position it here. And this will go more deeper inside. And later on, it will be having a flat region here. Like this. So one for the eyebrow animation, one for the depth of it. Okay, then another we need to introduce for eyelid, and one more in betweener for the animation. So we need to think, animation, how the segments will react when we do the animation. Okay, so like this, now our model is looking. So let's do some correction. You need to check in each and every angle and do the corrections. Very, very important. Adding smooth is different, right? That one we can add anytime, but without smooth also your model should look proper in the line flow. So only in the show reel and all people see the line flow first. Okay, so I'm not going to tweak much, but still I'm tweaking. This is for the practice, assignment for you people to practice to get the better line flow. Practice to more than one time. Okay, then you'll get an idea. Then next time when you are creating, you can plan your own way of creating the line flows. Okay, so for now let's go ahead and add a loop cut for the nose. Later on we'll come back to the eye. Okay, so this is the eye nose tip. So we need to add a loop which starts from above the nose tip one and below the nose tip. Okay, so first we'll start with the above the nose tip. So we'll start from here, so like this. Okay, enter, solve it. Again, rearrange from all the axes. Everywhere it should look a neat, loop line flows. So one you can see here we have created a neat line flow, loop line flow we have here, right? So now we need to create one more loop line flow below the nose tip as I told. So let's create one line flow below the nose tip. Enter, solve it. Arrange the line flows like this. So now we have generated one line flow which is below the nose tip. Like this. This is for below the nose tip, so I am keeping it here. So let's see how it looks. This is what we have done till now. Now we need to draw the mouth. Okay, so let's take the knife tool. Let's draw the lips. You should not attach, you should draw like this, like this. Okay, and once done, can go to the poly, delete this. Later on we can extrude inside. Already given some reference for you people, you can follow from there. Okay, but as you have requested, I'm creating this video so that you will get an idea like how to start with the basic important line flow for the face model. Character model is already done, the video is already there. You can even go and check with it. So once you have this, good practice only, you can go ahead and do with your character model sheet the assignment characters. Okay, trace in all the viewports. So this is the center, I think. Yes, it's center. So see in all the viewports, and this next one should be here, and this should be very closer to that. Even in the same way here, should be very closer. that this is the right position. This should be little in, and this two should be little out. So something like this. Save file, save as the file and continue always. So now we have introduced all important line flow. Now we want to introduce in between. Okay, so we need to add a in between here. So you can see here it is not showing the loops here. See, in this area it is showing a perfect loop, means your creation is okay. Here also it is showing a perfect loop, but here it's not, means there is no continuity. So we need to find why it's not giving the continuity, because this segment. So let's go to the knife tool. We are not solved there, so let's solve it here. Done. Now it is perfect. So now we can add a in between. This is in between is very much required when we do the lip sync animation. Okay. So now in the same way, let's add iron. Let's draw the iron now in a very simple way. Very simple line flow structure like this, and solve it. You can even delete it now, only later on you can extrude inner, as I have given the reference for you. Okay, so switch on the X-ray mode and position it. So like this. And select the center one, move it more out like this. And where is this teardrop? It is in the right position. Okay, good. So this is what we have done so far. Okay. So like this, you need to go ahead and create the basic important line flow for your face model. And if you want one more loop, you can also introduce here one more loop. Sometimes it is very much required for the animation purpose, this loop. So like this, you can introduce one more loop. like this. Okay, save file, save as always. I'll show one more loop line flow which is also very much required for practice purpose. The nose round, right? Okay, the nose tip round. So let's take the knife tool and let's create a round here. So let's start from here like this. Like this, something like this. See? And for the nozzles, you can just move this forward if you want to create the nozzles. Then we can even insert, or we can have a knife tool and cut it, anything. So the insert it's working like this. So we need to arrange the line flow again. So first delete 3 shortcut key for the face mode. Delete this poly. Now let's arrange this. One vertex mode and start arranging it. So we need to see like whether we have selected the correct line flows while arranging. So like this. So I showed you like how we can bring the proper loops. Okay, and you can see here this is for the eyelid. When we do open and close animation, we require one in between, right? So you can add one in between here. That will help us to do the animation, right? So finally, whatever you do, the final thing is you need to bring this kind of line flow. That is what is very much required. So you can cross check whether all the loops are there. So this is for eyebrow animation loop, showing the preview that loop is perfect. Okay. Then once you did this, you can just go through my reference which I have given and start creating the inside. So I'll just show the basic of this, how to create inside. Just go to the edit mode, double click, save this first. So alt click here for loopless selection. I teach all mixed 3ds max, Maya, everything. So sometimes I get confused with the shortcuts, but the artwork is the same, right? No matter whichever software you learn, the artwork is always the same artwork. So here it is alt and click to select the loops. and now we can go and scale, extrude it. So I'm in the scale tool, E, extrude. I think I not switched on the clipping, so only I'm getting this gap. Let's undo. Let's switch on the clipping here. Alt click, loop selection, E, extruded, and scale it inside like this. One time extrude, right click and scale. Got it? Just extrude, right click, scale and start positioning. One segment we require very closer to form a very tight radius for the lip shape. So I'm just keeping this very closer to this to form the tight radius for the lip shape. So in this region you want to just move it very closer. That's it. You can keep it very closer, even like this. Just move closer, don't weld, don't overlap, and check in all the viewports like how we are positioning it. So you should not go even inside, just keep it next to that. Okay, just keep it next to it. That's it. So next, again Alt select with the edge mode, E, extrude. Once extrude, I'm not executing, just right click and take the scale tool, bring it inside, go to the vertex mode and position it very closer. Just move it very closer. This one you can arrange it to give a better shape for it. Don't close the mouth because we need to do inside. You can do the inside extrude, later on do tongue separate, the gum separate, teeth, all those we want to do and position inside. So don't close, even though your drawing is closed mouth shape, but don't close it. That closing and all you can do in animation part. So for now, just keep it little open. Same thing, move very close, very closer. No overlapping, just keep it next. So like this, now you need to do, it takes time. So only I give one reference for you. It takes time. Okay, we can do using the reference. Just do it very quickly. Save. Again 2, alt click, E, deselect, yes, scale it inside, 1, start arranging. I'm telling don't close it. Let it be open. Again the same thing, so only hit all, it takes time. 2, E, extrude, deselect, yes, little scale. Now this is for the depth. Now what you want to do is to take it inside depth. Means this select, even this and this cross check. Yes, we have selected all the open region. Now we want to just take it inside somewhere here, scale this, let it be aligned. Okay, then just move it here so that we'll get some depth. Like this. And you can go inside, and again you can extrude the inside part. E, extrude, deselect, S, scale. Scale something like this, but you need to bring inside all other. You can see what happened here. It's all overlapping. Undo. So I'll scale in one single axis. It's better like this. Like this. Arrange like this, everything. If you want more, plan it for more. Then you want to take it like E, extrude. And you want to move it like this. Then you can take inside and make another extrude, rotate and keep it inside. In the same way you want to do it for the eyeball and even for the nose strips. I hope you have understood all this, and you will do it by yourself. So you understood, right? What is the basic line flow and how to start with the face model. Practice this. Okay, first practice this 2-3 times. Then you will understand the line flow, how you want to achieve these loops and all. So once you got the line flow, then you can do by your own. You can right. So you can take up your character modeling sheet and you can start doing your assignment. Okay. Same thing, do it for this also. And in the eye region, before extruding, very important is keep the eyeball sphere, position the sphere and arrange first. So that's what very important you want to do. So you need to position this. Okay, after positioning this, you need to arrange the line flow accordingly, like this. Go inside, you need to little bit make eyeball size a little bit more bigger. What you want to do is go inside like this and arrange all this line flows. you need to surround this. Okay, so these are all, it takes some time to neatly arrange and bring the line flows. If it is really required, add the line flow one more in between. Otherwise, you can try to match everything using this limited segment, the low poly one which we have created. So like this, you need to surround it. And you also want to switch on the subdivision and do it accordingly. No need to exactly snap it because we are extruding, no? That will cover up the area when you extrude inside the eyelid. Okay. Space we need to keep it little. And save, go, please select scale tool little. Okay, this is for a tighter radius for the eye region, which is required when you apply subdivision, right? So very tighter radius, and here you can even plan it for eyelid also. Okay, so for now I'll just keep it very tighter radius. And E, extrude one more inside, one more for the tighter radius. And let me show you like what I am doing. Again, E, extrude, take it inside, scale, just keep it like this. This is the teardrop area. Just you can hold this area, like move it front, more space, this, move it little front so that it is for the teardrop area, right? If you want, you can make some more room for this region. Same applies for here also. One E, little closer to form a very tight radius, and one more E, you can take it inside, just position inside, scale, and just end it like this. And this one you can just add in this view. Let's add a mirror, and mirroring should happen from this geometry. That's it. So this is what we have done so far. I hope you have got an idea. Okay, so in the same way, extrude this neck, form the line. You can also select the poly, insert it, and start extruding the ear part also. So this is the main class to understand, to have a practice session on basic important line flow of the face modeling for animation. Okay, continue with this. We'll go ahead and we'll do complete character later on. Okay, thank you, bye bye.